Okay, everyone, I'm going to show you how we start to edit our pop art images, our hero images, using a program on your Chromebook called Sumo Paint. So this worksheet that is in your basket at your table will take you through every single step you need to complete this photo editing process. So pay attention to what number step you're on, what the directions say, and these little red circles that I pointed out to you. This will show you what icons you need to click on and where they will take you. So pay attention to the red circles on these worksheets. You absolutely need to follow these worksheets at your table. So the first step, I'm just going to go through these kind of quick to give you an idea of what we're doing. I'm asking you to find an image on Google of your hero. Once I found my image, I've decided on the one that I like. We have to go to View Image and click on that. That will bring up the largest resolution, the most pixels of our picture that is on the internet. So we don't want to save the tiny little picture from before. We want to save the biggest picture possible. So I'm going to double click with my fingers on this picture. So when you double click, this menu will come up to save the image. So your worksheet will go through with you how to save it to your drive. Now, once you've saved that to your drive, you're going to open up Sumo Paint. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea of where Sumo Paint is going to be, when you're in your browser, there's going to be a little blue button to click, and it'll bring up a menu. You want to type in Sumo, S-U-M-O, to start, and then this app will pop up, Sumo Paint, with this little sumo wrestler guy. You have to add it to your Chrome, so click Add to Chrome, and then once you've done that, you can use the app once it's added to your Chrome. Okay, so let's pretend I've done all that and I'm ready to use Sumo Paint. I've got my picture. The worksheet will show you how to bring up your picture from your drive. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my browser a little bit bigger by moving the arrows on the page a little bit. And I can move the arrows. Right down here there's a box to move your picture over so you can really see the whole picture. And you can move this sidebar to see the whole picture. So get your picture kind of in the center and then crop your picture a little bit. So there's a tool right down here that has a square box called the crop tool. You just want to make a box around your person so that you don't have a lot of background information. It's just the face of your person, okay? Really zoomed in. Once I've done that, I'm going to Filters, Stylize, Dithered Poster. So just like Shepard Fairey, we're kind of creating the style of a posterized look. Picture that is in the style of pop art or a poster. So this menu is what you should start with, the colors here. This drop-down box will allow you to pick preset colors, kind of like this one right here, changing the color scheme. So you can choose a color scheme from here that you like, or you can just manually change the colors yourself. So stick to a scale of colors. See how this color goes from dark to medium all the way to light? So from dark blue or black all the way to white. Stick to a range or a scale of colors. That's going to be your best bet to have all the shapes clearly seen in your portrait. Once you get your colors down and they're in a value scale going from dark to medium to light, what you want to do is go to the bar right here that says smoothing. You want to stick to smoothing around 5 to 7. What happens with smoothing when you go too far, your portrait becomes too abstract that you can't see the details. When you get too low, it's a little bit too scratchy, like the shapes are a little too small. So we're going to be painting or drawing these later. So we want to have smoothing be kind of in the middle, around 5. So these are like simple shapes for us to draw later. Okay, for scale, you're actually going to want to change scale a little bit higher. So as you change scale a little bit higher, it goes from these tiny little dots to shapes that are a little bit larger. Okay, now I'm kind of not liking how this picture is looking. I can't quite see a lot of the details in it, so maybe I need to change one of these colors, make it a little darker. I like that look a little more, so maybe I need to have these lighter values down here be a little bit more different from each other. So blue versus white. So the rest of the bars here is really just about playing with the rotation of the shapes, so where the shapes are positioned on the face. The center X and the center Y, again, will change the positions of the shapes on the face. And then the strength right here, this bar, will change the values. So as I get closer to the right-hand side of the bar here, the light values will come forward. And as I get lower on the bar, the dark values will come forward. So I really like how it's lower on the strength scale, so I can see all the shadows in the dark areas of the face. It allows me to see that this is Barack Obama a little bit more than if I had the bar all the way up here. It kind of takes some of my dark value shadows away. So once I think I like it, I've played around a little bit and everything looks okay, then I'm going to click OK. I'm going to go back to File, Save to my computer, so that's going to allow you to save this to your drive again. Once you've saved it, the worksheet will go over with you how to send it to me, to my email, so it can be printed for next week, okay? So that's all you have to do for your pop art portrait. Make sure you follow along, again, with your worksheets that are at your table so that you know what steps to follow, okay? All right, let's get started.